What can you say about the resilience after that tough start?
Yeah, it was obviously the start is far from what we wanted. Something we're still trying to figure out. It has been better over the last little bit, but today obviously was pretty poor. But what I liked is we won a 40-minute hockey game. We won a 40-minute hockey game, essentially 4-0 from that point on. I did think that that was our conversation between periods. There's nothing we can do about 20 minutes. It's done with. We didn't do what we needed to do, and we have to win 40 minutes and see what happens. Claw our way back into it, get one, get two. All of a sudden it starts tightening up, and now we're back in the game. And I thought we did a really good job with that. So I'm proud of where we could be in a spot where we're just like, here we go, and we just quit playing, and we didn't. We stuck all the way through it. We managed a very important point out of that game, and hopefully that's a turning point for us to see that we just need to continue to push. And it's one of those things where you can't quit. Like, you just have to keep playing. And when we do play it the right way and we want to do the right things, like we're as good as any team, and we put ourselves right back into that game.
Along those lines, you called your timeout. You had to take Carson out, but at some point it becomes on them a little bit too. So
yeah.
What kind of changed in between periods and the way they approach the game?
Well, I think it was our puck battles, it was our pace, it was getting back in the D zone and stop a swing. Instead of watching the game and swinging, we were stopping in our spots. We were engaged on pucks, and then we started to get pucks in behind them a little bit more. We made them come all the way back to their end rather than turning pucks over in the half ice and allowing them to stay in a short rink. We made them skate the rink and got our forecheck going. Our forecheck gets us 2 goals off the start there. That's essentially, we start with a forecheck, ends up at the top, deliver a puck to the net, we score on a rebound, and we shoot one right in the net. And then after that, our track was way better. We were above guys, and I thought in the third period we kept it in the half ice for a lot of the game. And obviously power play comes up at a big moment there.
That said, how good was Alexei in relief tonight?
He was great. Obviously, he played a big game last night, and to jump in there in that moment and give us the game that he gave us is what we needed. We needed that type of a performance from our goalie, is just to make those saves and give us an opportunity to keep pushing our way back and clawing our way back into it. And it's not on Barney. That's not on Barney. That's on us. That's on everybody in front of him. And it wasn't. I didn't pull him because he wasn't playing well. I pulled him because we needed to change the momentum. And so I just, it's not on him. That's on us. It's on the 5 guys in front of him that we need to do a way better job at starting the game.
In addition to the goal with Ty, what were your impressions of your check?
I thought he was fine. I thought obviously early it was a tough start there with the first goal against. I thought he settled his way in after that. I think when you're coming to a new team, it's been a whirlwind. Essentially 48 hours for him, and traveling with his team in Iowa and Springfield, traveling all the way here, and then having to watch a game yesterday, get himself organized to play today, and knowing that he has to get all his stuff organized that's all over the country right now. But I thought as he went on, he started to find his game, got a little bit more comfortable inside of what we were doing, and then obviously he scores a really big goal for us on the power play there.
Last thing, you kind of touched on it with your first answer, but your weekend's not done. You got a huge game tomorrow.
Yeah.
How much can this come back, even though you didn't get the 2 points, springboard you into tomorrow?
My hope is that it shows us that we still have that fire inside of us. We're still that team that when we want to do it right, we're very hard to play against. And we played that way for 40 minutes. And that 40 minutes was a 4-0 game for us until obviously we go into overtime and we give up the one there. But it should be a momentum builder. I mean, it's one of those things where you can never ever quit. And when things get hard, you got to get harder, and you really got to have that resiliency of just like, you got to stick your head down, you got to continue to work, you got to continue to do all the little things that are going to give yourself a chance to win. That's details, that's battles, that's skating, that's being in the right spots, that's willing yourself to the net. And I thought we did those things for 40 minutes, and that's why we end up getting a point out of that game.